we're right in here. Basalts, you can see them sitting up there on the ridge line.
Right.
The 14, 18 million year North Nevada rift basalts.
Right.
And we got some of them capping some of the hills around here. But on the east side of Jasperide Basin, we have this sequence of, gets down in McCully Canyon. There's a wedge of McCully Canyon there. Up into the Dene, the Blue, and Devil's Gate, and some Horse Canyon here and there. And then big zones of, this is one of these big breccia zones. It's multi-lithic, multi-silicification events. And then a number of areas of strongly broken, re-cemented with silica, with barite. Lots of areas of decalcification in these limestones. So just classic alteration you want to see. This star will appear on the rest of the maps because it's in the same spot. This is gold geochemistry and soils. There's the star again. We drove up into here, looked at that one drill site that's open going that way.
Right.
Big soil anomaly over here, including one sample that gets up to 1 gram, 0.99.
Mm-hmm.
This area has never been drilled. We're right down here. Good soil anomalies. Got that northwest trend that I want to see going on up into here. Yeah, there's over a tenth of a gram in soils. That's a high grade soil.
That's a lot of gold in soils.
Yeah. So we've got 2 trends. This is the arsenic map, but big arsenic halo anomaly over here in soils, less so over on this zone. And then what I did was I just did a grade thickness map on all the historic drilling, much of which never got deep enough or just got into the top of the zone. So it's sort of a rough guide as to where the gold is. 0.1 foot ounce and a 1 foot ounce, but you can see this zone,
right?
And whether it turns this way or this is part of another zone. This is that area we drove up into that's got the high grade intercepts, and then we're right here.
This is the area where early in the year NuLegacy Gold drilled hole 6. Hole 6 generated the targets that NuLegacy Gold has just completed drilling in the central mineralized zone.
Showing that trend. I'll be able to enhance this now that we've got our new holes in. But you get this definite feeling of the north-northwest structure. What we're doing now is, as I said, we've captured a lot of these historic chips from the holes. We're going to build a complete set of cross-section, go all the way north, put together all the detailed geology we can, our drilling, historic drilling where we can log the chips, reinterpret some of the old logs, and try to build a tighter story on the geology and gold distribution.
So most of these holes that have been drilled in here are 200-300 feet.
Yeah, down. Most of them are 400 feet or less. A few got down to 500 feet, and then a very few got down to 700 or 800 feet. We've captured all that data. We have drill logs on all these holes, and you know the way the historic drill logs are. Some of them are pretty good, some of them are not very good.
Yeah,
very sketchy. So.
Right, more just like a driller's log than anything else.
Roger, where'd you pick up the data from? Who gave it to you, Barrick, or you had to go to the county?
No, you don't get anything from the county. Barrick had it. Bill Wilson had it. Because he's got a royalty over this. One of the things Bill requires in all his agreements is he gets all the data. And
well, seeing this map, I would say that the USGS map that's on this area is pretty much just a lumper's paradise.
Yeah.
They put everything into one unit.
And if you look at their map, a lot of that material that we now know as Horse Canyon from fossil data, they mapped as upper plate rocks. Well, If it's Upper Plate, you're not interested in it as a good host. If it's Horse Canyon, you're very interested.
Right.
And so we've done fossil dating. Well, Placer did to know that it's Horse Canyon.
Right.
I'm excited. The geology that we've seen in the chips looks good. But then every time I look at the futures markets on good-looking rock, it's pretty poor. So when the assays come in, we'll have a better feel.
These are scenes of the Cortez Hills mine, truly an elephant, another one of the string of elephants along the Cortez Trend in Nevada. NuLegacy's ground is somewhat like this setting for the Cortez Hills deposit. The carbonate sequence of rocks are at the surface, which is really an important factor when one looks to put in a mine like this, an open pit gold mine. Unlike many of the other targets in the area, NuLegacy's ground is near surface. You can see here the string of mines that march across the ground on the Cortez Trend. Looking across the valley, up and along the trend of Gold Rush is buried in up to 1,000 feet of cover. And here we are with the NuLegacy surface geology map, and these carbonates here are at the surface. Arguably, this is one of the premier locations on the planet to be drilling for gold. From the Cortez Trend, for love of the game.